offer a
There was no
position?
decisions made.
No decisions made? I thought he said offer. Okay, well, there was no decisions made then.
Doug?
Ooh, Doug.
Taking your spot. Go ahead.
That's all right. I'd just take over the whole country if I could. I
Okay,
don't want all that, I just want what's next to mine.
okay.
Well, we understand you're gonna retire then.
Oh, hoping to, yes.
Well, I hate to see you leave,
Good.
but I, for one, would like to thank you for your service. And Dave's.
Yeah, and Dave and Doug, the Kansas Association of Counties want to recognize you, both of you, for road and bridge foreman and road and bridge superintendent for 32 years of service. And we appreciate it all a lot.
Thank you.
There's a pen, 32. Dave? All right. And a pen for 32 years.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
And there, if you get bored, come on back, bud.
Please.
Yeah.
Guy one time, he said, what do you do when you retire? He said, all that time, he said, oh, you just make things last longer every day.
Everything's taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're slower.
There again, we sure thank you both for your service.
Thank you.
You want to ask on tape for permission to offer?
What's that?
You want to ask on tape permission to offer that to the new leader?
You don't need to?
Yeah, we need to.
Okay, okay. So on that last job application, I'm going to be offering that position to him, so.
I'm in
I'm okay.
favor. I don't know
Okay.
if you
All right.
need a motion, no?
No,
Hey,
just need to be on tape.
Okay, all
I
right.
got a question for you. Would that be possible to charge people double if they don't have their loads tarped to go into the landfill?
If they're doing any littering, yeah, that's correct.
But even if they're not?
The littering or, yeah, it's still, it could apply.
and
But who's
then-
going to enforce it? It'd be the sheriffs.
No,
Well,
what Willie's saying is if they show up at the dump and it's not tied down, then instead of whatever you're normally charging, you double it.
Some counties do that.
I know of a few counties that do, and seems to help. I know it makes people mad. Like if they're not already mad enough at Byron, this probably make them a little more upset. But I think it'll help with the littering.
Yeah, I'm not doubting it'd help, so. It'd be Byron's gonna be the policeman's the problem.
Well, we
Because
get-
you have Joe Blow that brings in some barrels, and even though it's just ashes coming out, they're not covered as a rule. And then you have some of them that, you know, they should know better with shingles, stuff like that. Some of the paper off the shingles is blowing on the way out there. Them's the ones that ought to be fined. If that's your guys' call, what do you want him to do?
Could we make it a fine? The sheriff give him a fine too, or
You'd have to have a sheriff sitting out there.
no? But I mean, if he just happens to see someone driving with their load uncovered.
Well, that's.
That's just a
staff.
given.
Yeah,
That's a given.
They should already be doing that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just,
because
what are
it's
you
up
gonna
to a
do at the
$500
landfill?
fine for littering as far as that goes, and that's what we have posted on not on the detour road, and then the one just north of Bird City going west.
What would we have to do, say, put something like this in the paper that,
You'd have to do a resolution, I believe, wouldn't you?
isn't it already one?
No, you're comparing apples and oranges. That's a statute whereby that can be enforced by law enforcement. If they see someone driving down the road with their trailer not tied down, then they can pull them over for an infraction based on that statute. Now, what you're talking is that landfill and landfill policies in regards to dumping. So that if someone pulls up to the landfill and they don't have their load tied down, are you going to charge more for that person because they didn't have it tied down going out there?
That's what I'd like to see, I guess, you know.
Okay. Should we visit with Byron, see what he thinks about this? Because he's going to be the one that's going to police it.
Yeah, maybe we
And then
can,
we'll decide at the next meeting.
okay, we can postpone it till next meeting.
Okay, let's do it that way.
You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Again, thanks for your service.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you again. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do we have any more business to conduct?
I don't think so.
Motion to adjourn?
We got that interviews.
The interviews is not part of the, is it part of the meeting, or we just,
No.
so we can adjourn and then we're just gonna do our
And then
interviews?
you'll reconvene and go into executive.
Okay.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second?
And first and second to adjourn, motion carries. I mean, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I made it, I thought Dave ought to be here for these interviews. He
Yeah.
acted like he didn't even know he was supposed to be here.
Maybe we
He
can
came
talk
and
to
asked me, and I told him that it was my understanding he should be here.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I told him. But I felt like I was stepping out of line because I didn't.
Yeah. No, I think you should too.
So I think he's gonna be here, isn't he?
10:30 is when,
But Dave is gonna be here, correct?
I think so. The way he talked yesterday.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I better get this shit out.
That's your question. I'm trying to figure out how you all operate here.